So did you know you could actually travel to the divine beasts after you're done with them? You can see this guy beaming his laser, but you're always going to be taken away if you get too close because it's dangerous to go near. Also, I did not plan this at all because I completely forgot that it's scorching hot here and I'm going to be burning again, but that's fine. And that's fine, because where we want to go next is actually straight to the right, or to the east. Because we've completed pretty much every other map area in this region by at least opening it. There's just this tiny little corner left. You can see there's a swirly, there's a hill on the left. I'm going to heal up some more so I don't burn alive. See obviously the massive tower on the right. So yeah, this is a really interestingly designed place. Though I will say that this place is really, really hard. Or at least I think it is. When I came here on my practice file, I'm out of health, aren't I? God damn it. Well, I guess we'll go to it another way. Now, as I was going to say, on my practice file, I actually came here at night time and got one-shotted by a bunch of Stau Lizalfos. So it didn't really go down too well. So I think this place is pretty tricky. You can also tell that because here's a bokoblin running away from a Guardian type thing. It's actually called a Guardian Skywatcher, but they are guarding the tower here. So this place, I'd say, is probably pretty advanced. There are also some pretty tough sub-bosses here, if I remember correctly. But generally, I would just say, we are going to do it now, because there are some things I really want to do in this area. But don't come here at night time. That's not smart. But yeah, we're not going to complete everything here straight away. We're not simply going to come to this new region, get all sub-bosses, all Koroks, all treasure, and then leave. We're here to sort of do things a bit more slowly. This land is very much a land you can only complete over time, or at least you can only complete once you've done everything else in the game. So really it's a matter of this is going to be a long-term long-term process of cleaning this place up, shall I say. And I just want to start it early and then do it periodically through the series. First things first though, we're going to actually need to get to this tower, which is up on the tallest ruins, apparently. Some sort of castle thing. You can, of course, destroy the Skywatchers as they're by. I mean, we've got some... that's a nice angle. There are... Is that a better picture? I'll keep it anyway. There are obviously some things you could magnesis to destroy it. I'm going to give it a go. Let's see how this goes. I need to sneeze. Alright, come on, buddy. I dropped it. I hate magnesis. Okay. Hit you again. Oh, okay. So they're called Guardian Skywatchers because they're just like Guardians. They have the same music. They have the same beam. Why are you not taking damage? Oh, please. That did nothing. Okay, yeah, this place is tricky. Can I try the stasis thing? You don't blow me up. This has got to aim on you perfect. Nope, that's a bit too far to the right. There we go. Yes, look at that. Perfect. Oh, this is finally going to hit someone and kill them. It just donked off. Shoot. Ah! Are you kidding me? No, you're looking at the rocks as well on the side. Jump, jump. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, so I ended up just sort of climbing around a different way and just trying to avoid all the Guardian Skywatchers. You could probably fight them off if you're high enough level and strong enough, but I'm not. I just go the stealth way. It's still correct. Anyway, this tower has another trick up its sleeve. It is completely enveloped in that gross black mog stuff that's in the dungeon Varudania. Maybe it's something to do with Death Mountain. Anyway, you want to shoot it in the eye, and it releases a metal beam. This metal beam is going to fix the entire problems you have here. I didn't actually know this in my practice file. I ended up not finding the eye on the outside. I ended up shooting it from the inside, so I didn't see the metal beam fall. So it meant I basically couldn't get to the tower. And really, also welcome to Akkala Tower. This region is called Akkala. You don't really need this metal beam for everything. There's one bit you might need it for, but even then, there are other ways to get around it if you're creative enough or advanced enough. Like all these bits, I'm going to do it to show how you're supposed to do it, I guess. But really, you could just glide or climb somewhere else and jump over. It's only really the last path you need to worry about. So, oh well. Also, though, there are some mighty strong bokoblins in the region. You got a nice arrow, I've got a nice arrow. I can fight you with both if you want. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Never mind. I'll take your ice arrow and shoot you with it. How's that sound? I think that's what I was almost implying with that mess up. Are you gonna? No? Okay, here you go. Bam! Bam! Oh, that was a horrible slowdown. That was bullying. That was bullying. I'm sorry, buddy, but at least I got your ice arrows, so... But you're not alive anymore, so I can't shoot you with them, so I'm sorry, I didn't keep with my promise. Can you forgive me? Okay, good. Right. Oh, also it's nighttime, so I gotta be careful now. Well, I guess I'm not out in the field, so we should be okay. But yes, this region. The main thing we're gonna do is there is a bunch of side quests to do, but they're a lot more significant. One of them is a side quest that we've been told about way ages ago, and it basically feels like a main quest thing, because the main quest led us to create that side quest, and we're going to do that first. And then the other one's a side quest that is so large and so worth it, and of course we're going to do it now. It's a long-term side quest that'll eventually have us getting some really, really, really good stuff. It's a nice little hidden secret. It's not so much a hidden secret as much as it is just a really good reward for a side quest. Other than, you know, obviously getting the opportunity to buy or get apples and arrows from a crate from the tower in the region. Alright, here we are. Rusty Halberd, I don't really need you. Don't know why I even mentioned you, to be honest. But we are now at the part where I personally will need the metal beam. I threw it up higher because I figured it's a bit of a waste of time to go through all of them so much. And we've got a lot to cover in this video. It'll probably be like, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm going to cut it down so it won't really matter. But still... This is where you need the metal beam, because to get on the tower, you need to get over the moggy stuff, and the moggy stuff is higher than you. What do you know? Bing, bang, boom. Here's a metal beam to help you actually step on it. If I can get it right. There we go. Lovely. And you're done. There are other ways to do it. I know my friend apparently climbed up something and then glided onto it, so they just, like, skipped this whole thing. I didn't even know that was an option, but hey, that's how you go. That's how things go. This game loves its variety and making everything different in different ways. Like another common one I found out was if you ever see a button, especially in a shrine or something, you could get a metal barrel with magnesis and put it on there, or you could just push it down and use stasis on it. It doesn't matter. You can use fire arrows for burning vines, or you could just use a bomb. It does... Actually, that doesn't burn it. It just gets rid of it. It's kind of the same. But yes, and as we're getting higher, you may have noticed I put on my warm doublet because it's awfully cold. In fact, I think it might actually get so cold that we can't even handle it, even with the warm doublet, but I could be wrong on that. I guess we're about to find out. I can't remember. I mean, if this place is as hard as my imagination tells me it is, it would make sense. But we'll see. Also, I really like jumping up towers now, because like if you're going to each little step, it's usually just 2 jumps up and 1 jump to the top left or right, and you're done. Looks like, no, we're fine. Okay, well, let me get my breath back and let's go and see Akkala. Because it holds a good secret. Also, Death Mountain looks pretty cool in this night light, don't you think? Look at that. You got a skull in the top left and a curly whirly in the right, I guess. Okay, and also up here there is a ancient guardian waiting for us for some reason. But yes, look around. You can see all sorts of interesting landmarks and more Skywalker stuff. Now where we want to go is on the path to the west here, because there is a stable for us, which is going to be awfully helpful. If I can get the right look on it, I should be able to just see it. There it is. Nice and easy. This stable is also going to get us to sleep until morning, because I don't like Akkala at night time. I'm a little afraid, I'm going to be honest. Maybe I just got hit, and it was just bad luck that I hit a Lizalfos that shot me in one hit, but I don't know. Also in this region, we're not going to get all the shrines straight away, but we might come to some if they're relevant or nearby and helpful. Either way though, if you want to know where all the shrines are, I'll of course do a separate video on it at some point. Right, hey Beetle. Let's go and sleep till morning, shall we? Also, now that it's morning, I want to show off that each stable also has a recipe for you to see. So if we ever have all those parts together, I'll be sure to cook it up. If I don't, yeah. If I don't, I'll include it in a separate cooking video, I guess. Which is something I would kind of like to do. Aye. Aye. Let's go and get our quest, because it's helpful. We're going quite a long way. We're at the, like, most southern. We're at 3/4 of the way down south. We need to go to the far north. The way I want to do this is I'm going to go to the northernmost part for something, then the middle part for something, and then I'm done in Akkala. But, you know, it's mostly we're going to start up top and go south. What's also nice, though, is we get a nice little view of the place, I guess I can explain it as, because there is just a simple path that'll take us exactly where we need to go. We don't need any detours, we don't need anything, so I don't even need to press the left stick at all. I'm just going to let Quest slowly run along on his little journey. I will see you at the other end of our path. Welcome to East Akkala Stable. This is way up north, as you've probably seen from the speed up, and we are going to the Katoza Oak Shrine. I figured I'd come here because it's also a good travel gate, because it would get us right up to the north part of Akkala nice and easy. Now this is the Apparatus Shrine again, or an Apparatus Shrine again. Let's see how this one goes. You can now control a massive swinging hammer. Though I guess technically, you're just swinging the blue ball at the top of it. What you need to do is play golf. I'm using Joy-Cons very separately. I don't have a pro controller on right now, and I'm not using in handheld mode or tabletop mode. So technically, I guess you'd say it's easy. Something about these controls with this particular puzzle, though, gives me trouble. I can't explain why. It's just like, I don't know. Oh, that did it. Oh. Oh, never mind. You know what, maybe that wasn't so bad. Okay. It's just whatever reason, whenever I swing, it always feels like I'm swinging diagonally. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't know. Oh, well. It doesn't seem like the motion controls are centered, ever. Also, the secret chest is around the back of this guy. I tell you, you've always got to check the back of the monks, man. But, oh well. Now we're going to do it again, except now you have to do more of a curve. So I guess really I should just swing this normally, right? Because I'm already diagonal. Actually, I think what straight to me is... Ooh, that was a little too strong. Actually, that didn't exactly go too far. It just bounced oddly. Oh well. Also, to come out, you have to press B and go back in, unfortunately. Or I'm just not patient enough for this. God damn it. Okay. Let's try again. When I'm center, I'm pretty sure the hammer is facing me a little bit, which is kind of confusing. Okay. I'm like moving my wrist in weird directions. Alright, that's the wrong way. Get back, please. Oh, okay, at this point I'm just using both fingers, or both hands on the right Joy-Con. Can I missed. Okay, good job, me. Good. Nope, nope. No, that's not what I want either. Oh. 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 Oh, come on. Oh, yes, thank you. The bar is literally the only thing that kept me on. Look at me waving my hand. It doesn't show up very well on the hammer either. Oh, well. Right. That'll unlock us there. Ooh, I nearly fell for that, buddy. This chest. I think I've already got a camera picture of it, but Yeah, I do. I don't know why. I have a weird habit of just getting out my camera on the things I've already seen and not getting my camera out on the things I have seen. But there you go, look. You see the hammer's like diagonally facing me because that's where it is centered. It's odd. But anyway, let's get out of here. Ooh, a great frost blade. Goes perfect with my flame braid. Braid? Ugh, that would be so cool, actually. If we could have, like, hair that was actually on fire, and you could, like, braid fire hair. Oh, man. If I was an artist, I'd totally create a character that had, like, a flame braid. That's amazing. I should make a fantasy film with someone with, like, a flame braid. Don't know how that would work, but that's the entire concept of the film. Created right there. That's how a filmmaker comes up with their ideas. Messing up their words, apparently. Missing L's and R's. Right, let's go and finally get to Monk Kasama Og? Katasa Og. Yes? We'll find out. Also, generally, the monks do seem to be quite symbolic in their poses, though I don't see how this one was. But there are times where you might see, like, there's a lot of fire in this one. Oh, look, the rings he's holding look like a sort of fire flame thing. Usually there's a lot of symbolism in their poses, but I guess it's not always the case. Alright, and now that we're back, we're going to head further up north. Hey, Beetle.
Hello.
Now, as we're coming up to a familiar building, you're going to notice something. There's a guardian here. Is he going to notice us? Yes, he is. Is he going to fire us? Probably not. We have a quest running along. Run, please. Oh, I'm actually on fire. Oh, somehow that didn't do a lot of damage. Okay. Well, let's get out of here. Welcome to the Akkala Ancient Tech Lab. Before we do anything else, I am going to destroy this guardian. With nothing else but a shield. It's a thing you can do, and it's very helpful to know. Oh, or you can have Daruk's protection fix you, I guess. All you need to do is press A just before it starts firing its beam. Usually when it goes... When you hear that sound effect, that's when you gotta press A, and you'll bounce it right back at him. Awfully powerful, and it's almost sad that you can beat them this early. It sort of breaks the immersion, but for this point, it's kind of relevant. So let's just say that it's a one-time thing. It's part of the reason I didn't destroy the Guardians up Death Mountain. That, and I didn't know you could do that. But also, it just adds more fun to it, doesn't it? If you're weak, you just have to do it. Hide away. Oh well.
It's...
Hey, you! What are you doing here? What? Are you the one called Link? Yes. That's too bad. If you were the legendary Link, there would be something important I'd need to tell you. But how can I determine with full certainty whether or not you are the true hero? Yes, how indeed. Yes, if you can show me the wounds your body suffered 100 years ago, I should prove you are truly Link. Sure. You want me to get naked for you, man? Okay. Yes, the number of scars on your body, just as I remembered. Most seem to have healed, but they do line up with the scars I know you got during the Great Calamity 100 years ago. Yes, I acknowledge you as the real Link, so let us begin again. I'm the lead Guardian Researcher and Director of the Akkala Ancient Tech Lab. Dr. Remy! In any case, I really am impressed that you made it all the way out to this rather remote location. Did you, perchance, meet Pura and borrow her power? Who's Pura? Yes, okay. That's fine. If you don't know, let us return to the subject at hand. Did you know that the Calamity is regaining its power? I know. I see. Then I don't need to tell you my story. Tell me. Yes, I see. In that case...
The goal of our Sheikah research lab is simple, really. We aim to destroy the calamity that has endured across time, to rid Hyrule of its dark influence, and above all, to rescue Princess Zelda, who is now a prison of the calamity. We have worked ourselves to the bone conducting our research. For a time, I feared I'd pass before we could prevail. However, you, Link, managed to awaken before this old sack of flesh gave out. That means the time is now. Yes. Now is the time to join forces with us, Sheikah, yes? We must destroy the calamity!
Let's do it. Sure.
Yes, that is correct. You and I are going to join forces to put an end to the calamity. And on that note, sorry for the long preamble, but I'd like to provide you with some ancient soldier gear. Did you catch all that? Cherry, the ancient oven, creates ancient soldier gear, but I fear she's out of sorts at the moment. I'm afraid someone will have to bring the blue flame from the ancient furnace again.
Oh, okay. That was a bit more Robbie that last.
Ow.
We need to once again light the ancient flame with some bluey flame. Thankfully there is a torch out here which we are definitely gonna need, because last time I just had bokeh clubs to use as torches in my practice file. Wasn't very fun. So, to get this ancient furnace going, we need to find the blue light. It is over to the west, and quite far away. It's a lot more further away than Hatterdown, I guess is all I can say. A lot more, I want to say more diverse, but that's not the right word. Wolf, don't you dare howl at me and get me in trouble. That is not the way. Is it over? Yeah, of course, I'm facing north, that was why. We're going west. You can see way off in the distance, that's where we need to go. On top of that, as well as getting there, which will be nice and easy, obviously you can't run and you can't glide while holding the blue flame, and you're going to have to pass this ravine. Quite fun to say the least. Let's see what we can do. Also, there are some moblins in the way. You could kill them all on the path, but I'll get rid of these two at least, see if I can get a sneak... Nope, sneak strike is a no. Surprisingly, these guys go down real easy with a frozen thing. Look at that. Good lord. Alright, now we've made it to the furnace. We got a long way to go. Now, there are of course lanterns on your way to help as like little checkpoints so you can not go all the way back if you mess up somehow. But, my practice file, I followed the path. It's a really long path. It takes you to the left, which takes you through a camp. You go further right, like you're on the ravine. You got a few more scattered moblins. You got to cross a bridge across the river, and then you got to go all the way back round to get back to the main path where the stables is. I'm just gonna jump off this cliff and get some health because I feel like it's probably better. Logically, I'm sure this will heal me in time, right? Yeah, look at that. And the flame didn't go out. I didn't die. I saved a chunk of time. And look, all the enemies are on that side of the river. And we're on this side. You see, last time I had to go all the way down to the left side and cross the bridge and way up. This saves a lot more time. This took me, I think, 10 minutes on my practice file. This one's going to take me 3. Let's do some running. And at this point, it's probably a good thing to know that the Guardian was vital to being disappeared, because otherwise it will undoubtedly kill you. You wouldn't really have a way to defend yourself, so that is how you can get around that. That is why I destroyed the Guardian and didn't kill the others. Partially. Ancient travel gate. Okay, now everything's running, let's see how things are going.
You, Link, listen up. My darling Cherry is back to normal. Such is the power of love. My love made Cherry well again.
The furnace is lit.
Ah, well, thank you. Yes, quite. Now then, please take this as a gift of my gratitude now that Cherry is fixed.
Ooh, 3 ancient arrows. Extremely effective against Guardians.
They are made using secret Sheikah technology. With the addition of my upgrades, they have morphed into anti-calamity weapons, so to speak. Needless to say, they are an incredibly powerful type of ancient soldier gear. I like to call them ancient arrows. In addition to ancient arrows, Cherry can make all kinds of ancient soldier gear. If you're looking to acquire some, give your ancient materials and rupees to Cherry. Rupees? Did you hear that? Forgive me, Link. Ever since the fall of Hyrule Castle, we haven't had much in the way of funds for our research. That's why I thought you might be willing to help us out with rupees. Lots of them. I beg of you. Then let's do it. The two of us, as soon as possible. Yes, let's conquer the calamity.
Alrighty. That finally completes Robbie's research. It would be annoying me if I didn't.
Hey! Familiar name missing. Insert material and rupees. Receive ancient equipment in exchange.
So you can get all types of ancient gear. Very helpful for later, but there's even ancient armor that'll resist Guardian damage. We don't really have the money to spend on all these, and a lot of the equipment materials we don't have, especially for the actual good stuff. So I think I'll start saving up, but now it's open, we've completed the side quest, that's mainly the thing I wanted to do. Right, now on that note, we are going to continue with Akkala. We're not quite done here yet, but we're done here, if that makes sense. Also, I probably shouldn't have done that torch furnace quest without any clothes on, but now I did, so oh well. Anyway, we're now going to run a whole bunch south. See you in a mo. I left quest on the top of the hill and I just wasted a bunch of distance. So where we're going now is this tiny little island in the middle of this little lake thing. As you can see, we're below the curly whirly, just to the left here. And it's a really outskirt little place. It's my favorite place in all of Breath of the Wild, and I'm in love with the music here. Good lord, I want to live here. Welcome to Tarrey Town. Doesn't look like much. There's a whole lot of rocks, but there is a familiar building and a familiar man. Let's go and have a look first of all at this building just to see what there's you know? I think that made sense. First of all, there's a recipe for some kind of stew, which is very nice. And otherwise, it's pretty plain. This is Hudson's house. What do you expect? I would actually kind of like to live here. Even though it is, as I compared it earlier, just a student house with barely any features. I don't know, just cubicle and wood. I could probably get behind it, especially if it's portable. Anyway.
Yo! Oh. Hey! We meet again.
Who are you again?
I'm one of Bolson Construction Contractors. The name's Hudson.
I remember.
Me too.
What are you doing?
Since I've been transferred here, I've decided to build a village from scratch.
Every village needs a name, though. I think I'll call it Tarrey Town. Good idea. However, what's wrong? I built a house to store the village supplies in, but there just isn't enough. Enough what? Enough anything. People, money, stuff. I'll help out. But why? There's nothing in it for you. I don't mind. You're a lifesaver. Well, I suppose to get started, we'll need houses for people to live in. We can't invite them until we have homes. Do you think you can bring me 10 bundles of wood? If you bring me that, I can combine it with what I've already got and get started on new houses. Alrighty, let's continue more of From the Ground Up. We've already got 6, so this won't take very long. In case you're a little lost, when we were over in Hateno Village, we were seeing the Bolson Construction guys, and they said they're expanding. So Hudson left Hateno and headed for Akkala. This is where he ended up. If you came to this place before doing this side quest, you'll just see a bunch of rocks everywhere. Even the house that he built, obviously, is just rocks. And no music. It's kind of sad. I went there on my practice file thinking I'd already started the side quest. It was really sad to me. But now you can see Hudson's there, building a house, and it's got a long way to come. But at least it's growing, you know? Right, let me cut ahead and get some wood.
Yeah. Hey. Did you bring the 10 bottles of wood? I brought them. Excellent. Can I have them? Sure. You're a lifesaver.
Well, next is, these boulders are driving me nuts. I want to move them out of the way so we can develop the land underneath. It'd really help me out if you could find someone with enough brute physical strength to bust them apart.
Physical strength?
Yeah, we're talking about brute physical strength, and we are. A Goron would be my first choice. Good luck. You'll need it. This seems like a real long shot. Oh, and one last wrinkle. Yeah, in accordance with the official Bolson construction policy, that someone's name must end in Sun. If you run into anyone that fits with what I've said, send them here to Tarrytown for me. Alright, we now need to find a Goron that wants to do some work who ends in Sun. I know just the one. So we are now at the southern mine, and there is a Goron that ends in Sun. Pelison! Is there something on my face? And you are? Me? I'm Pelison. Name ends in Sun.
Yep.
Are you strong?
You bet I'm strong. But my big bro Grayson is even stronger.
Yes, Pelison and his big brother Grayson. We heard about them yesterday. Or last episode. You again. Is there a job out there for me that let me use my strength to make a difference? There is. Huh? There is? Where? Please tell me more. Tarrytown. Tarrytown? Never heard of it. What's the deal with that place? Akkala. Tarrytown? So there is somewhere out there that needs me. Akkala isn't too far from here. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna strike while the iron is hot. Thanks for letting me know, brother. Pelison and I are gonna head there right away. While I'm at it. Pelison, we're gonna leave. I don't know why I like that tune so much. I don't know what it is about Tarrytown and Hudson and this side quest, but God, I'm just in love with the feel of it. Anyway, let's go see how they're doing. So now we're back in Tarrytown. You can see there are two houses built. One for Hudson and one for the Goron. You want to buy it? That'll be 720 rupees, no problem.
Hey, big bro Grayson's friend. Need something?
Let's talk.
Sure, that sounds fun. What do you want to talk about?
This place?
Once we started breaking up the rock here, we found that it's rich in ore, so I decided to open up shop. Not sure why we have so much ore here, but maybe it's because we're close to Death Mountain. Anyway, these here are freshly mined. Be sure to buy a whole bunch. Want to talk about something else? How about Tarrytown? It's so cold here. Well, maybe it's just that Goron City is too hot.
Where's Grayson?
My brother should be somewhere around here. He's so much happier than he was at the southern mine. He probably gets praised a ton for how fast he can move rocks. I'm sure that makes him extra happy.
Alright. Good to hear the Gorons have settled in so well. And look at this lovely sun. God, I just really want to move here. God damn. Anyway, here are the Goron's house. It's very much the same as Hudson's, well, at least in aesthetics rather than actual design. You'd think the Gorons couldn't fit, but that doesn't matter. Speaking of the Gorons, let's see how Grayson's doing. Yo! Hey, it's you! As you can see, I'm working real hard. Hudson praises me a ton for breaking these rocks. We're finding some nice ore too. My little bro Pelison even started an ore shop. Check it out when you get the chance. Alright, Grayson sounds a lot happier. And yes, if you ever want to buy some ore, maybe for some dyes later in Hateno Village, it's all available for you there. Though more expensive than a shop will sell it for. Of course, that's the way it goes. Anyway, that is all we're going to do with Tarrytown right now. There is technically more we can do with Hudson. We're not going to do it yet. We'll do it later. A long time later. Like a dungeon later. Let's go back to Hateno Village. See how the rest of Bolson Construction's doing.
Hi.
Morning. Need something from me? How's Hudson doing? Good old Hudson. Wonder if everything is okay with him up Akkala way. It's a nice enough region, but maybe all that cargo was a bit too heavy to travel with, even for him. Need anything else? If you aren't doing anything useful, why don't you see if you can get this dance to catch on? You ready for this? New construction, house reduction, wall destruction, rod remodeluction. Anything's a house could need. That name again is Bolson. Yeah, Bolson Construction. Bolson, da da da, Bolson. Hooah, hooah. Shut-ding. I feel like I've seen something similar to that not too long ago. Otherwise, why don't you build me something? We can now, of course, get a whole bunch of upgrades for our house, including a whole bunch of things. Everything will cost 100 rupees for each little part, but otherwise, now that we have money, I think I'm gonna get pretty much everything there is available in the house. I will see you in a mo. This work ain't doing itself. Hassan, we are on.
Right on!
Oh. Well, it's really coming along. Take a look if you get a chance. Ah, you housing monster! You got everything? Ah, such is the way of youth, driven, even reckless, some might say. Well, since you bought everything, I threw in some free furniture. Yeah, least I could do. Carson, look lively.
I'm with you!
Well, I am tuckered. I couldn't swing a ball-peen hammer right now, let alone an axe. Break time, baby. Alrighty. After a bit of a skip, a tile and home are done. House is absolutely perfect. Nothing else I can do to improve it. Come to think of it, we've had no word from Hudson, have we? Hard to believe someone could get lost on a simple trip to Lake Akkala. An extra little hint if you want to know where he is. This is Link's house. I got a few upgrades. We got a side, we got some trees and flowers out for our garden. We had a stable that was already there, but now it's properly there. There is a shed at the back that I still don't think we could access. And I don't really know exactly what's going on there. Maybe it's a thing for the future still, or it's just there and you can never access it. I don't know. But otherwise, let's go and see what's in here, shall we? We also got a door, and you'll see the table in the middle is free. We got a whole bunch of mounds for shields, and I don't have a shield equipped. Of course I don't. There we go. We got shields, we got swords, we got bows, we got, there we go, lovely. Random free furniture. We have lights up high, which I had to manually get. And then we've also got more free furniture. We got a bed. We got, well, actually, that's mostly it, I think, actually. I can't remember all the things we had, but yeah, we even have a proper place to sleep now. This is Link's full home, and I like to think that this was Link's original home. 100 years ago, he lived here. He then went off to do some service at the castle. He became Zelda's appointed knight, fought Calamity Ganon, lost, and was travelled 100 years in the future. Or at least, that's what I think they've been trying to hint. So, we're finally home. And the final thing I want to do is upgrade our runes, because we have a lot more ancient gear ready for Pura. Hey, you! Did you bring me ancient materials? Yeah. So which rune do you want to power up? That's from bombs. Remote power up bomb. You need 3 ancient shafts. Yes, 3 ancient shafts and an empty snap. Here I go. Hey ho, got it. Okay then, remote bomb upgrade underway. Got it stone unlocked. Let's do this thing. Yahoo! My little garden so did the trick. Do you have any other runes? I'm not certain, but we might be able to power up stasis as well. Let's find out. So, which rune? Stasis. Stasis power on. Yahoo! 3 ancient cores. Hold everything! Stop everything! You don't have the necessary materials! You need 3 ancient cores, yeah. Alright, well, he's scraping by as it is, hint hint. Okay, well on that note then, we are finally done. We did the Ancient Tech Lab in Akkala, we did a good chunk of Tarrey Town, we finished our house, and we upgraded a rune. On that note, mine's been Daz, you didn't really care, and I will see you in a bit.
Hi.
Oh!
Oi.
Ah!
Hey.
Oh!
Hmm.